What up, stream? The Weather Twin Storm team is live tracking a severe storm. Boys, let's go. We're tracking
So it's common time to see tornadoes in eastern Georgia. I mean, in general, like anywhere in the Dixie Alley is November to April. Doesn't really change a whole lot depending on where you are. It's pretty much all the same. Latest radar scan, still strong rotation, approaching Sumrall, Route 45, and Shibuya. Hey, do we have any other cameras coming up anytime soon? Or is it just kind of quiet here? If there's anything in Hattiesburg, too, let me know. Actually, I can change it over to change the bottom middle one to that. A little bit better. If there's anything else coming up, let me know. Choctaw, Mississippi camera. Do we have a Choctaw one? We do have a Choctaw, Mississippi camera. It's the Radar Omega camera. Where is that? Philadelphia? Oh, that's over here. Isn't that like the casino thing? It is a dead zone. Not many cameras in this area.
It is a
Hattiesburg,
dead zone.
Bottom middle, which is in a severe thunderstorm warning. Corey Gherkin, bottom left. And then Laurel, Mississippi, bottom right, which is currently now outside of the tornado warning. But there are some severe storms rolling through that area right now. Where's Gherkin at? He is back over in western Alabama. He's actually going in the direction of this area of storm activity. Where's the snow at? Forget about tornadoes. Show you on the radar here. All the way back up to the north. This is what it looks like. The only snow that we have is all the way back up into the Great Lakes or the Midwest or the Northeast. And it's relatively light to moderate. This winter storm has underperformed a lot. Like, I mean, I told you guys yesterday in yesterday's forecast and even this morning's forecast that this was a winter storm that was downtrending. And it downtrended. It downtrended a lot more than even I expected. The amount of snowfall accumulation has definitely been a lot lower than what we expected. And yeah, I don't even know where to go with that one. Like there was a very thin area where there was actually maximum snowfall amounts that we were expecting, which is 6 to 8 inches of snow in the Midwest. It's a very thin area though. Thank you, Tornado Alley, for the 9-month membership. For the record, this is what the snow map looks like. So the orange dot's really where the maximum snowfall was in addition to the yellow. A large area here saw 6 to 8 inches. It's just a very thin corridor. Elsewhere, there was barely any snowfall. I mean, it's quite the sharp divide if you go anywhere else. Even Chicago at this point has only seen a couple inches of snow. I mean, most recent reports, I guess up to 4 inches in Wakanda, which is a bit closer to what they were expecting. But, I mean, if you only saw 1 to 2 inches in the Chicago area, I feel bad for you because the forecast there was much higher only 2 days ago. Today's forecast, I'm pretty sure I said 3 to 6 inches for Chicago today. And last night. Thank you, Candy, for becoming an 8-month member. We may have gotten 2 inches in Chicago. Yeah, I mean, the forecast is 3 to 6, so that winter storm just underperformed across the board. Very, very limited areas that actually saw the snowfall that they were supposed to see.
So we'll get to tracking very, very soon, y'all, for this severe storm.
Milwaukee has decent snow right now. Well, the benefit about being in Milwaukee compared
We
to
have
Chicago
2
is that
severe
you're getting
warnings
the
and
lake
2
effect
tornado
snow that's
warnings,
coming
y'all.
off the shore too, or you will be. You might not be getting it right now, but you will at some point.
We got 2 and
Pressure system passes
2
by.
severe wings.
Areas like Milwaukee,
One
right
is
along
on the
coastline,
ground
a little bit of this, like, feeding
right
area
now.
lake effect snow overnight, which will
I
actually
repeat,
amplify the
one
snowfall.
is on the ground
So
in Alabama.
there is actually snow coming.
So I need to get quad weather and all my other radars set up.
Plenty of snow on the ground there. Same thing back over north of Kansas City. It's actually still snowing over in Kansas City, just very light. But yeah, a lot of areas.
I'll probably gotta
definitely
log in.
underperformed.
What
I
I
don't think there was a
figured.
single area that really overperformed with that winter storm. It was just it's that kind of winter storm, I guess. Chicago hasn't really had a good winter storm in it was like 4 years, maybe 5 years. It's been a while. 2 severe thunderstorm warning in Alabama.
Severe thunderstorm warning in Alabama.
Southwest of Selma. This is the storm from earlier that produced the PDS tornado. Not saying it will again, but it does have a tornado possible label going in the direction of Selma. Thank you, Anuki, for the $10 super chat. Appreciate that for the generosity. I mean, only about 2 or 3 days ago, there were a lot of models that were showing like a foot of snow. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I've got to be honest, because we didn't even get close to that.
So let me show y'all this. Quad weather. Quad weather radar is what I'm going to be using on Twitch from now on. So southwest of Selma.
Snow on Valentine's Day as well. Some areas will see snow on Valentine's Day. You love snow. You want some love. There's snow. Hey, Badco for the $5 super chat. Overperformance of some of the earlier snowstorms versus the underperforming balance or average out over time, like generate an average. I mean, you can average anything. You could average 3 winter storms together if you really wanted. And I mean, but in general, like there's going to be an average. I don't know what you mean by that, but like you can find an average between under and overperforming winter storms, I think, pretty easily. If I had to guess, there's probably been more underperforming winter storm than overperforming though. And there's also it's an opinionated thing. Like it can statistically be proven too, but it's also kind of opinionated in a way. So we're the Storm Chasers. We have Corey Gerken, Brandon Kopic out there, and did have Ben Williams earlier. These are our Storm Chasers for today. This is one of those days that was kind of a last-second sort of day, so there weren't many people down here. We had a limited amount of Storm Chasers today, but nonetheless, I mean, we got a lot of crazy shots live. Crazy day. We still have a tornado warning right now in Quitman. It's going to eventually move into Alabama here soon, going towards Butler. Rotation's been strong on this for quite some time. Still has yet to really produce a solidified tornado. Still a very strong rotation. Very strong rotation here. Hey, I was actually supposed to go to that summit. I was supposed to go, but I can't now because of the severe weather event on Saturday. Just DoorDash some cheese curds. You want any? I honestly want some breakfast food. Like IHOP would go hard. IHOP would be a really good meal right about now. Never started shaking Hattiesburg, bottom middle of your screen. We're at 7 inches here in northern Illinois. Really? That actually kind of surprises me. I don't feel like we haven't really seen many places that high in terms of snowfall accumulation. Must be like in the northwest corner or something like that. That sounds pretty good, Nader. Sounds pretty good. What's it look like for Atlanta later tonight? I don't really anticipate a lot of severe weather up there. I would say more than anything, we're talking about just heavy rainfall that will lead to flooding. Very isolated, severe weather risk up there. "26 inches on the ground in Western Mass." That, honestly, I don't know if that's true, but it wouldn't surprise me. There's been a lot of snow there recently. It's been below freezing for the most part. What are the odds to get Waffle House instead? I've yet to have Waffle House in my life. I really want to get some, though. I'm in the Chicago suburbs, and we got an inch. There were some suburb areas that picked up a lot of snow. Like, apparently, that's at least what I'm hearing. The city does not usually, like, at least this time around, the city didn't really pick up much snow. Your radar scan still shows strong rotation. I've never seen rotation this strong for this long a period of time. It's been over an hour without seeing a clear debris signature. Actually crazy. Never seen something like this. It must just have a, like, I mean, it must just be a wall cloud that's been ongoing for a long time now. It's crazy.
This severe thunderstorm warning in Butler, Pennington, Lisbon is about to expire.
I'm missing cheese curd. I'm not gonna lie, I have no
Tornado possible on this severe thunderstorm warning right here with 15 minutes left. That's kind of a hook, I think.
North Georgia risk tonight. Just isolated damaging winds. Again, this is the general outlook for tonight. I really anticipate the worst of the severe weather to be not even really up near Atlanta. I think it's really going to be confined to this area. So far eastern Louisiana, southeastern Mississippi, central southern Alabama, back into the Florida Panhandle, and western Georgia. And damaging winds being our main concern, with still a couple of strong tornadoes being possible here over the next few hours. We are still watching discrete supercells. Those are the ones that are more concerning for the tornado risk. Otherwise, we are talking about mostly a QLCS tornado risk in addition to damaging winds embedded in that line of thunderstorms, which is currently moving in the direction of Hattiesburg. Moving through Laurel as we speak. You can see bottom right of your screen. It is very wet out there. Good thing about cats, they do their own thing. That is true. Yeah, I mean, she sometimes bugs me at bad times during live streams, but it's really not too bad. So, can't really complain. A very well-behaved cat. Actually, I see her right now. She's just sleeping. So I got her this, like, box. I didn't get her this box, but I got some, like, cat scratchers. Like, there's this box. And this is, like, literally all she lays in now. And she literally just sleeps in that, like, all the time. She's not in it, obviously, right now, but usually where she sleeps. Or she sleeps on my bed, one of the two. She's like abandoned the cat trees. Like, I have 2 cat trees for her. She just hardly ever actually sits in them. Maybe an hour or 2 a day. That's it. Seems to be a bit of flooding on the bottom right cam. Can we go full cam to it? It's like the camera actually just froze for some reason. Let me refresh it. We can send him boxes. You can. You can always fan mail me stuff if you want. Cat toys or anything like that are welcome. If you want to mail me boxes for my cat, feel free. This is just straight up boxes. Nothing else. What it looks like in Laurel, Mississippi right now. Definitely a little bit of street flooding out there. Pretty minor. They're just dealing with a severe storm right now. P.O. Box, I have a mailing address. The link will be posted in the chat. It's also in the description. Posted it like 10 times in the chat. For a toy. She was like so thrilled to have it. She was playing around with it for like the longest time when I first gave it to her. Alright, this is the latest radar scan. I'm going to see what the velocities look like. And now? Well, this is a positive trend. If this continues, which it has, a little bit of a weakening trend on that area of rotation near Quitman. And now it's stronger again. This storm has been so in and out when it comes. I mean, it's been like strong for the longest time, and it had this brief period of weakening. I am questioning if this is really rotating this much. It's very strange to have a very strong area of rotation like this for like an hour and nothing happened.
In case y'all don't know what he's talking about, he's talking about this area right here.
That is attempting to rotate. It's a very slow development system, or slow development storm. Back up near Selma, we did have a severe thunderstorm.
This area.
Storm near Orville, but it's just a cluster of showers. Some thunder storms. Crazy on that right now. Hattiesburg's about to get hit by some severe weather. We'll go full cam to Hattiesburg on the Radar Omega Cyclone port. And you can watch these cameras inside of the Radar Omega app with the top link in the description below on iOS and Android. Hey, Bad Co for the $5 super chat. I need to eat. I've had like no food for 7 or 8 hours. A long time.
I need to get a better radar, bruh. I need to get a better fucking radar.
You talk about Saturday's threat? I will talk all about that in tomorrow's video.
I need to get a better radar. Because somehow this one's not accurate. Fuck. Hold on, y'all, while I try to find a different radar.
Rotation developing east of Laurel as well. Probably just a QLCS tornado threat that's possibly developing here. Might get a tornado ring on that soon. We'll see. Rotation east of Whitman is still there. Another radar scan in a moment. Thank you, Anthony, for the becoming a member of Welcome to Velocities. The latest scan. I'm not as impressed by this area of rotation. Not nearly as impressive. Still something to watch. Not as impressive. This one over here, east of Laurel, is good for this thing. Might become a bit more of a problem as it moves towards Waynesboro. Hey, Lakeville for another good membership. How's She's doing? She's doing fine. Yeah, real quick.
Or I could develop the Weather Twin Storm team's first radar.
Hey, Lakeville, $5 super chat. Hey, Tyler, also for becoming a member of Welcome to Velocity. Now she's just laying in the
But I don't know at that point. New tornado warning has been issued, y'all.
We do have a new tornado warning. That's going to be for Wayne County, Mississippi. I think it's going to be an extension, or it's going to be a new tornado warning. It's probably going to be this. A new tornado warning has been issued. All right, we do have now two new tornado warnings. We got a new one east of Laurel. That's going to be for Waynesboro, just south of Shahuda. And we have another one that's going to be for Choctaw County, Alabama, which is going to be an extension to this area of rotation. So if you're in Lisbon, Pennington, Butler, west of Myrtlewood, seek shelter immediately, away from windows, lowest floor possible, get into an interior room of your home or building. That makes it now 3 tornado warnings right along the Alabama and Mississippi border. Thank you, Amanda, for the 9-month membership. Velocity should update here in a second. It's the latest scan. Rotation is intensifying east of Laurel. Moving right towards Waynesboro. Is there a camera hidden somewhere around here? That's not good. Hey, Casey from Super Chat, is it normal for tornadoes time of the year? This is normal for I don't see
So,
live on Saturday.
I will still be live,
Saturday looks like
but I will not have my mic on. Instead, I will be typing in chat because it is close to my bedtime, of which I stay up, by the way. So, I will be tracking this for as long as I can using a windy attic radar, etc. alternative named WX, which would involve me sharing my entire screen. Problem. But anyway,